Hello everyone and welcome to Signe's Yin Yoga. This yoga practice is going to be very different from any of my other yoga videos, and it's also going to be very different from anything you may have tried somewhere else. We're going to use a timer, which is why it's called timed yoga, and we're going to aim to hold the poses for about 2 minutes. So this is really going to get you to go deep into the pose, to really relax, get the maximum benefit out of them, and it's a great deep relaxation way of doing yoga. Some of the poses you feel like you can hold forever, some of them you may feel like you want to get out of after 30 seconds, so you really need to dig deep to try to really go deep into each of the exercises. I'm going to use a timer, so you will hear like a countdown. So it's not going to be as relaxing as usual meditation yoga, but try it, see if you like it. It is something different, but I thought we should give it a try this fine evening. So yeah, let's get started. I need you to do a little warm up first with me. So I'm going to turn and we're going to start off with our sun salutation, which you may be aware of now if you worked out with me before. So standing with your feet about hip width apart, relax your arms along the side. Sorry, that's not part of it. I'm just going to set my timer so I know how long we've been working out. I do apologize. You get yourself nice and relaxed, and we will get started now. There we are. Okay, try again. Standing with your feet hip width apart, arms nice and relaxed along the sides, facing forward. Start by taking a nice deep breath in, bring your arms up, breathing in, bringing your hands together above your head, looking back, and then you fold forward by opening up all the way down. You can bend your knees ever so slightly when you're hanging here. Then breathe in, straighten your legs, straighten your back, look forward and down. And then breathe out, come back down, forward fold. And breathe in, come all the way up. Breathe in, hands together above your head. And breathe out, come back to center. We'll take one more. Breathe in, bring your arms up. Lift your head, look back, bend your back. Now open up your arms, big, 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 big forward fold. Come forward down to the floor. Breathe out, hang out here, small bend in your knees. Now breathe in, you can place your hands on your shins, slightly help you push back, straighten your back. Now breathe out, come back down. Breathe in, come all the way up. Look to the sky, hands to your heart. I like to do things in 3, so we'll take one more go, the last one. Breathe in, bring your arms up to the ceiling, look back, try to come a little bit further back this time. Then open up, swan dive it forward. You've got plenty of time all the way down to the floor. Hang out here, bend your knees. Now breathe in, place your hands on your shins. Take your gaze forward and down, flatten your back. A few seconds here. And fold forward. Breathe out. And breathe in, rise up again. All the way up. Bring your palms together. And hands to your heart. Good. Sun salutation 3 times. Excellent. Well done. I'm going to set my timer. This is time for you just to stand and breathe. And we're now going to go into our first pose, which is a deep squat called garland pose. So come with me into this position. Okay, here we are. Now you can hear you have a little timer which is different to what we normally have. So I need you just to sit into a deep squat here. Sitting nice and deep. Try to sit all the way back into your heels if you can. If you are up on your tippy toes, that's absolutely fine. Try to relax your shoulders. Palms together. If you can bring them in a little bit closer, you feel a bit more in your shoulders. And then you can close your eyes here if that helps. And just use your breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I can tell you, we're coming up to a minute. So just try to see if you can go a little bit deeper. You should feel your bum lowering to the floor. Sink into your heels. Try to see if you can maybe raise your toes off the mat. And just see if you can find some sort of comfort here. Relax your shoulders. You can try to experiment by bringing your hands a little bit closer to your chest. And just relax. And breathe out. Breathe in. Just allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. If it becomes too much and you need to come out of it, just ease yourself out of the pose. Try to keep your chest up. You haven't got long to go, you're nearly there. That's your countdown. And come out of that. And slowly come up. Okay, your next pose is going to be a balancing pose. So we're going to do 1 minute on each leg. Coming into tree pose, bringing your foot up to the inside of your leg and bringing your palms together to your chest. Try to see if you can open up your knee and just think posture. Think of your posture, standing nice and tall, taking your gaze forward, and just see if you can get your balance right. If you're breathing, it's okay to be a little bit wobbly in this position. We don't expect you to stand completely still. If you fall over, you just get back up again and you resume the position. If you can't have your foot as high up on the other leg as I do, you can just have it further down, as long as you haven't got it right on your knees. You can have it on your shins. Okay, we're going to change. Quick transition. And you may feel that the other side is better. Benefit, isn't it, if it's better? Or maybe it's your weaker side. I, for some reason, have difficulties keeping my foot on my leg in this position. I feel like my foot is wanting to slide down, whereas when I do it on the other leg, I feel absolutely fine. My foot can stay there. So just do your little observation. This may feel slightly easier than the first one because we are only using 1 minute per side. Okay, so keep breathing, keep smiling, keep shaking that standing leg. It helps if you've got a small bend. And again, focus on your breathing. And you're there already. Well done. Well done. Next one, we're going to come into a warrior two. So take a nice big open stance with your legs. Your right foot is bending forward. Your left foot is angling in. Open your arms up and lunge forward. Okay, you can ease your toes forward a little bit on the right foot. Arms nice and straight. I'll straighten myself up here. And then lean nice and deep into it. Try to see if you can tuck your tailbone under. Hold your stomach in. Squeeze your lower body, come down a little bit lower. I'm always checking my arms because my arms never, in my head they're straight, but they're never actually straight when I look at it. Point your fingertips forward. Sit nice and low. few more moments. And we're going to change side. And get ready to change side. Turn your foot the other way around. Left foot pointing forward, come straight into it. And push down into a deep lunge. Arms are nice and straight, fingertips pointed forward. Really try to see if you can reach forward with the other arm. Relax your shoulders. Take your gaze along the left arm. Sit a little bit deeper into it. Hold everything in. Are you ready? We're nearly there. Squeeze and hold. And don't forget to breathe, most importantly. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Give everything you've got now. Hold it. This is getting tough now, I appreciate that. Hold it, relax your shoulders, and you come out of it. Excellent. Right, shake everything out. That was a tough one. I'm just going to get my computer back to life. Okay, next one. Turning over to the side, you're going to come all the way down to the mat into a low lunge. In fact, I'm going to just adjust my camera.
Pausing session.
There we are. I'm just going to tap you down. You can see my lovely mat now. Okay, so I'll demonstrate first before I turn it on. So step forward with your right foot, as far forward as you can. Relax the left foot. Lean yourself forward, so you're feeling a big stretch here in your hip flexors. Bringing your arms up to the ceiling, pointing them up, lifting your chest up, looking to the ceiling, okay? That's your position for a minute, and then we're going to switch side. I'm going to start the other way so I can actually see my computer screen so I know exactly when a minute has passed. Okay? So it doesn't matter which side you start with. I'm going to start over here so I can see the screen. Okay? Get yourself into position. Lift up. And try to keep your shoulders down. Even though you've got your hands lifted, try to keep your shoulders down. Feel that nice stretch in your hip flexors. Relax your foot on the floor. Make sure your knee, which is bent at a 90-degree angle. And just breathe and hold it. We've got 20 seconds left, and then we're going to change quickly over to the other side. Keep going. And change. No rushed movements. Got plenty of time. Get yourself into position. Doesn't matter if you're not there for exactly 2 minutes. And then rise up. Try to enjoy it. Breathe in and breathe out. Really sink into the posture. Try to relax your shoulders. Take your gaze up to the ceiling. And breathe. You're nearly there. Hold it and breathe. And come out of it. Well done, everybody. Hope you're getting into it now. Okay. So, the next one is similar to the first one. That was a low lunge you just did. Now we're going to have a high lunge. So I need you in this position, like a lunging position, like a runner's lunge as well. Your foot is bent, so your knee is bent, your foot's pointing forward, your other leg is straight, and you're pressing into your toes. Try to see if you can have a nice long line all the way down your spine. Okay, that's the position.
Starting session.
You've got 10 seconds. Okay, let's get into position. And let's go. Your gaze is just straight ahead. See if you can get your palms flat on the floor. Try to relax your shoulders. Really press in to your toes. If you don't want to have your head straight ahead, if it's straining, you can just bend your neck ever so slightly and take your gaze so it's looking forward and down. How are we doing? You've got 30 seconds left in this position. Press into your toes. You may feel yourself shaking a little bit. That back leg might be shaking. Just try to relax. A little bit longer, then we're going to change leg. And slowly lower yourself down to the floor. No rushed movements. Nice and slowly turn to the other side. Place your hand either side of your foot. Raise that foot up. Press into the position. And try to find some comfort. See if you can come all the way down on your flat palms. If that's not comfortable, you can stay a little bit higher up how I start, and then I work my way into it. Gaze forward and down or out, whichever feels best for you. Try to press into the toes of the straight leg and breathe and just relax. You're doing really, really well. This is a very different way of doing yoga. It's a bit more powerful. Keep breathing. And there you go. That wasn't so bad. I do apologize for the beeps.
Pausing session.
Okay, the next one, we're going to come up to standing again. I'm going to cut my head off a little bit on this one. Apologies. You're going to come out in a triangle pose, so standing with your feet nice and wide. You're then going to turn your front foot, so that's pointing forward. The other foot stays in position, toes pointing to the camera. You're going to take your arms in a straight line. You're going to press forward with the right hand. Then you're going to take the other hand, I'm coming into picture now, all the way up to the ceiling as your right hand is coming down to the mat. If you can get flat hand all the way down, fantastic. If not, stay up on your fingertips. If it's too much and you just want to be up here and gently leaning against your leg, that's fine. But if you can, try to come all the way up, and you can take that arm with you, and then you're taking your gaze to the ceiling, okay? Now this is the first position where we're going to have our head, if not down, at least down, and you may feel a little bit dizzy with this. At any point you don't feel right or you feel you're going to fall over, just ease yourself out of the position. Okay? Are you ready for that? I'll turn my timer on, we'll get into it.
Starting session.
Okay, so into position, front foot pointing forward, toes are pointing straight ahead, and the other foot, lean down, bring your arm up, and we should be there or thereabouts. Okay, so where I can feel it immediately, I feel it on my right thigh, in my adductors and my inner thighs. I feel a big stretch there. I find quite a lot of comfort in all the head down positions. All the blood's rushing to your head, it feels good. Like I said, if you do feel dizzy, if you don't feel right doing it, then don't go as far down or ease yourself out of it. Okay, you've got 20 seconds left, and then we'll have an easy transition over to the other side. Whoops, I felt a bit wobbly there as if I was going to fall back. Hold it and breathe. Try to relax. Keep that arm up. Keep your gaze up. Maybe try to bring your arm a little bit further back. Really open up that shoulder. And now gently ease yourself out of it. No rushed movements here. There's no race to get to the other side. Swap position of your feet. Nice straight legs. Extend yourself out to the side and then come down. Find a mat. Take your gaze up. Okay, the side angle pose. One of my favorites. Try to relax your inner thigh. Try to feel yourself sinking into the mat. And just gazing up to the ceiling. So you feel like you are pushing into the mat at the same time as you're pulling away from the mat. So it's that two-way push-pull that we have in yoga a lot of the time. We feel grounded, but we're pushing up at the same time. And that was that. Slowly out of the pose. Well done, guys. We're going to come down to the floor now.
Pausing session.
Okay. So these are some seated poses now we're going to finish off with. I hope you're enjoying it so far. And the countdown's not putting you off too much. So you're going to sit nice and upright. Stretch out. We stretch up with the left leg. Keep the right leg bent. And simply, we're going to fold from your core forward, okay? So it's not a case of trying to dive over and reach your toes. You're literally folding and extending from your core, from your middle, and you're just going to lean forward and reach for your toes, okay? Now, if you are very flexible, you may get your head all the way down to your leg, which is absolutely fine. Or if you just want to sit and hang out here, you can. You may feel yourself going further into the stretch as you're relaxing. Really important to use your breathing for this one. Your other leg, again, try to experiment. Don't put it up too high because you're going to stop yourself. You're going to stop your range of movement. If you keep your foot somewhere around by your knee, that'll give you a bit of range to lean forward. Okay? So that's all I got to say. And then we can start getting into it.
Starting session.
Okay, nice deep breath in. Arms up, it will help you. And fold forward. Don't worry if you're not there yet. Just keep falling forward onto your hands. Reach wherever you can't reach any further. And just use your breathing. Use your breathing to let yourself sink deeper and deeper into the stretch. Your hands can be wherever feels comfortable. You can have them straight on the floor. Maybe you want to wrap around your foot. If you want a deeper stretch, and you want to pull yourself down. Or they can simply just rest on top of your leg, on your thigh, or on your shins. Just keep using your breathing. This is really good for your lower back as well. You've got about 10 seconds. And slowly start coming out of that. Nice little transition. Just swapping the legs over. Get yourself comfy. Bring your arms up to the sky. Breathe in and then breathe out. And fold forward. And just let your hands fall where they naturally fall. You may need to move your foot down a little bit. And just use your breathing. Nice and relaxed. There is no rush. There's nowhere you want to be. Try to breathe into your lower back. It'll help you go further forward and deeper into the stretch. You may hear a little crack. It's just where your muscles are letting go and easing. And time to come out of that. It's a horrible way of being woken up. I have to change the sound. The next one is very, very similar. You keep your feet straight pointed up, flex to the ceiling. Your legs are nice and straight. And we're going to simply bend over now, both legs. Arms up. Breathe in And fold forward, breathe out. Both hands at the same time, legs are nice and straight. Now this time we're going to be here for the full 2 minutes. So really get into this position. Relax your shoulders, relax your elbows, relax your wrists and your hands. Keep your feet flexed, just for the energy to rise up, and concentrate on your breathing. The deeper you breathe, the more benefit you will get from each one of the stretches, the more you allow the body to relax and letting go. Maybe you can get your forearms all the way down to the floor. Just relax and breathe. Nice deep breathing will allow you to go deeper into the pose. If your legs are tight, if your hamstrings are tight, this is an excellent one. Just hang out here and breathe. You've got plenty of time. You've got 30 seconds left, so plenty of time to experiment, trying to pull yourself a little bit further forward. Maybe see if you can edge those hands a little bit further down your legs. Maybe you can even grab around your heels or the middle of your foot, wherever it feels comfortable. And again, if it's not feeling great and you can't get into it, by all means, ease yourself out of it. You're nearly done. And there we are. Okay, I've got the second last pose for you now, guys. Now this is a frog pose. And I need you to come to your knees. Keep your knees quite wide. Okay. Bring your feet out either side. So you can probably just about see my feet on the mat. They're basically pointing out like that. So you are basically looking like a frog that's laying on its belly. Okay. Now this is probably going to be the most uncomfortable pose that you've done so far. So you're going to ease yourself forward and come all the way down to the floor. Don't worry about getting your head down to the floor. I need you to sort of be on your forearms. The more forward you are, the easier it is. But if you keep pushing back and opening your legs up a bit more, getting your feet out either side, pushing back, you feel a mega stretch on your inner thighs, okay? So this is going to be quite tough for 2 minutes. If you're finding it hard, you just gently rock back and forth, or you can come out of it completely. When you do come out of it, make sure you ease yourself forward. That is the easiest way of coming out. Okay? So try to get yourself into position, nice and wide like a frog. And just try to breathe. You can stack your hands if you want to. Just breathing, just opening up your hips. Just keep pushing yourself back. Okay, as if you were trying to flatten your belly onto the mat. We don't need you to do that. You need to just keep, you're not laying completely still. You're gently pushing yourself back, pushing yourself back. Okay, it might be a little bit uncomfortable on your inner, sort of your knees on the inside. Again, if it's too much, you just ease yourself forward for a little break. And you feel like you're taking the weight off when you're easing yourself forward. And then you can just slowly start pressing yourself back again. Just bear with it. This is not an easy position if you haven't done it before. Okay, just breathe. You're into your last minute now. Hold it and breathe. If you want to have your head resting on the floor, if it automatically goes there, by all means you can have your chin resting on your floor. Maybe the top of your chest is touching. But as long as you keep thinking of pressing those hips back, maybe you can go a little bit wider moving your feet out either side. If it feels uncomfortable, guys, you're doing it right. That's all I can say. If you think it's easy, you can stay there forever. You need to keep pushing yourself further back. Okay, you're nearly there. You're in the last 10 seconds. And remember, when you're coming out, you're going to have to ease forward. And forward, slowly forward. The worst part is coming out of this. Excellent. I definitely look like a frog now. And push yourself back. Well done, guys. I just want to check our time. How long have I recorded? Have I got time? I don't think I've got time for any more, guys. I was going to finish off with a plank for 2 minutes, but I will leave you with just a nice seated position here, sitting cross-legged, and then just take a moment. I hope you enjoyed that. I will do this again because I think it's quite fun and it's a different way of doing yoga. And I will incorporate different positions and postures for you next time. So thank you for joining me in this very untraditional way of doing a yin yoga, timed yoga. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're not too sore. Namaste. Have a lovely morning, day, afternoon or evening. See you soon.